In today's video, we are going to talk about how Binance Future works. We'll talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading. If you want to learn how to use Binance Future, then make sure to stick around to the end to learn how. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah, and on this channel I talk about all the tips that will help you to become a better trader, cryptocurrency trader. We talk about entrepreneurship, personal growth, and so much more. If this sounds like something that you'll be interested in, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to receive more amazing video like this. All right, let's get started into it. So let us go to Binance Features. You can do that by going to it. Just type Binance, and when you get to the Binance site, you will have to have an account. If you don't have an account, then you have to create one. It's very easy to create an account. It takes literally like 2 minutes. Once you have an account, then you will be able to buy crypto and trade. Now, when you create a Binance account, you are limited by certain things until you get verified. So you want to make sure that you get verified so that you can be able to benefit from all the things that Binance has. Okay? And it's really easy to get verified. You just need to verify your address and your ID. I believe that's pretty much it. Back when I was learning about cryptocurrency, I used to hear about how all these people are making so much money with cryptocurrency, and I was wondering how were they doing it? Like, how were they making all that money? And I came to discover that it's actually through trading futures, guys. Trading futures is where all the money in cryptocurrency is being made on a daily basis. And honestly, once you master this skill of trading futures, you can literally turn it into a full-time job. You can just stay at home in front of your computer and just make money literally every single day. And honestly, to be honest with you guys, it's actually not that hard to learn. Like, if you really commit to learning it, you can honestly master this skill. I mean, trust me, I have mastered it. Like, I literally committed at least 5 months of my time. I took a course online with Crypto University, and I was able to learn all of these things within 5 months, and now I am making money every single day just sitting at home. Although I'm not doing it full-time yet, but I am planning to eventually transition into making it full-time. Okay, so once you get to this page here, you want to go to at the top here where it says derivatives. Hover over that, and then you want to go slide to where it says USDT and futures. Okay, click on that, and now this is where you can trade. This is basically the marketplace. Now I want to go over a couple things here. This is the purpose of this video is to show you guys some of the things in here. Like right now, if you're a beginner, you're probably so confused. You're like, what is all this? Like, what does this mean? What does this mean? I'm so confused. So this is what I want to do. The purpose of this video is to show you what some of these things mean. So if you see here at the top right where I'm hovering, isolated. Okay, so let me click on that. So isolated, when you click on that, this thing pops up, and now you see here it says cross. Okay, you can switch to cross, or you can switch to isolated. Now what does cross and isolated mean? Cross basically means that when you enter a trade, when you are in a trade, If you open your position at cross, then it means that all the money in your account will be affected by that trade. So let's say, for example, you're losing money, then the money that you have that you did not include in the trade is at risk of being lost, right? So that's what cross is, but it can be beneficial to use one if you want to like stay in a trade longer, if you want to avoid getting liquidated sooner, then cross is it's a good option to choose. However, it's very risky, and I only recommend you to use it once you become very experienced and you know what you're doing. Isolated is for only the money that you use to enter a trade is only it's only that money will be affected by your trade. So let's say you enter a trade and then the market is going against you, then you will only lose the amount of money that you used to trade. Whereas in cross, when you enter a trade, you will not only use the amount of money that you used to trade, but you are also at risk of losing the money that is left in your wallet. So isolated is a safer choice to use when you are a beginner. It's very, very safe, and that is what I recommend that you start with as a beginner. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is leverage. So if you go here next to isolated, there's this button here that says 10x. Click on that. Now this is a leverage. What is leverage? Basically, leverage is what allows us traders to be able to make money on exchanges like this. It's basically what allows you to make so much money. So leverage is basically the exchange. They are borrowing you the money to trade with based on the amount of money that you have. So you can see here the minimum leverage you can use is 1x on Binance, and then the maximum is 125. Now, leverage are good, and they're also bad if you don't know what you're doing. So let me just say this. When you use a very high leverage, it becomes very risky. Why is that? Why does it become risky? Well, because when you're using a high leverage, there's this thing called liquidation. Now, liquidation is basically the price that the exchange will kick you out of the market if the price of the crypto that you're trading goes against you. So let's say, for example, you enter a trade, you're trading Bitcoin, right? You entered, you're placing a long position for Bitcoin. Long is basically saying that you're betting that the price is going high, right? You enter a long position, and let's say when you enter the price was at 40,200, okay? You're betting that the price is going high, right? But let's say the price starts going lower, and it starts going lower than the price that you entered in. The amount of leverage that you use will determine when the exchange will close your position and you will be at a loss. If the exchange closes your position for you at a loss, then you get liquidated. That's what liquidation is. So the higher leverage you use, the closer your liquidation price will be. And the lower leverage that you use, the further your liquidation price will be. So if you want to avoid getting liquidated, then do not use a high leverage. Stick around with a low leverage. And the leverage that I recommend is, for beginners, I recommend using 10x. 10x is a safe leverage to use because the liquidation time is so far away. If you're when you're trading, it's just a very safer bet. And yeah, so also, now another thing to know about leverage is the higher leverage that you use, the less money you're required to use to trade with. So basically that's how it works. Like, leverage, basically it's multiplying the amount of money that you have and allowing you to trade with the amount of money that you have as if you had more money. So let's say, for example, I have $100 that I can trade with. and say you wanted to trade, because the more money that you use when you're trading, the more money you're able to make, right? So the exchanges, they realize that, okay, there's some people, they can't have that much money, they may have just a little bit of money, so let's help them trade with more money by giving them some of our money through leverage, and then we can help make them get liquidated if they enter the wrong position, right? So basically, say you have $100 and you want to be able to trade with, say, 1,000, but you don't have 1,000, you only have $100. So if you want to be able to trade with 1,000, then you have to multiply your money by 100x. You multiply by your money by 100x, then that will make it so your trade is basically you're trading with $1,000, even though you only have $100, but because you use 100x, the profits that you'll be getting will be as if you were trading with $1,000. I hope that makes sense. So that's what leverage is. So remember, the higher leverage you use, the more risky it becomes, because you can get liquidated faster. And however, the benefit is you can use less money, and you can also make more money with the higher leverage that you use. And then the lower leverage you use, it becomes more safer, you're less at risk of losing your money, and your liquidation price is further away. And the only bad thing about it is that you require a little bit more money because it's a low leverage, right? So, but you want to be safe. When you're trading, you want to be always safe. You want to be able to protect your money. That is the goal of trading, right? You don't want to just go there and just risk your money, guys. Trading is extremely risky if you don't know what you're doing. So that's why you want to always stay safe. Okay. So now let me go over limit. Okay. So now there's two ways for you to enter the market. You can either enter through limit or market. I won't go over stop limit because I don't really use them as much. So I don't really have much to say about them. So I just have a lot to say about limit and market. So limit, when you're entering your position using limit, basically limit is you are setting the price for when you want to enter the market. Does that make sense? So let's say you did your technical analysis and you see, okay, this is what's happening. Okay, I want to enter when the price goes to here, this. So then you will put the price here, where it says price, you put the amount, the price target that you want to enter that, and then the amount of Bitcoin that you're going to be using. It tells you that you put it there, and then you at the bottom here you see how much it's going to cost, right? So for me, I put, if I want to use 1 Bitcoin, trade with 1 Bitcoin, and depending on what position I want to take, say if I want to trade 1 Bitcoin buy long, then I would need to have 4,036. Well, you see it's fluctuating, so it changes every time when the price is moving, right? But I know that it's approximately 4,000 that I'm going to need to be able to trade 1 Bitcoin. And that reason is because I have 10x, right? Let me say I move it to, let's say I just move it to 50x, okay? 50x, and I want to use 1 Bitcoin. Now you can see the price now is 807. You see what I was telling you? So the higher leverage you use, the less money that you need to trade with. So that's the benefits of it. So yeah, you put the amount of Bitcoin you want to use here, and then after you depending on what position you want to take, either buy long or sell short, you click on that, and now the price, now once you place that order, so let's scroll down to the bottom, it will come down to this area here. What is this? Okay, it will come down here. It will show open orders. It's going to be placed in open orders. It will only enter the market once that price of the currency has reached that price. So let's say I wanted to enter at I want to sell short when Bitcoin goes to 40,500. When the coin hits that price, it's gonna go down. So I sell short. So I want to sell short when Bitcoin is at 40,500, right? So now my order, I place it, it's gonna come to open orders and it will stay there. Now it will only enter once the price of Bitcoin goes to 40,500. So that's what limit is. You are in control of when you want to enter the market. Now market is the opposite. Market, you enter the market right away. Okay, so if you want to enter the market right away, then you want to choose market. And here it doesn't allow you to so here the only thing you need to do is put the amount of Bitcoin that you want to use to trade with, and then you will automatically enter the market like that. You just enter instantly. Now this is good if you just instantly spotted a good opportunity to enter and you want to enter right away. It's good, but I think there's some fees that is involved in it. I'm not sure how much, but there's a little bit of fees, and I normally use limit unless I'm sitting in front of my computer all day and then I can see, okay, now is a good opportunity to enter, then I just go to market and enter right away. But I normally use limit because I don't want to just stare in front of my computer all day to look at the market. Okay, so what else should I teach you guys? Okay, so on the left side here, this is where you can choose which type of currency you want to trade. So right now I'm on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin, all of the coins, they're spelled in acronyms, right? You don't spell it the whole name. Like say if I type Bitcoin, it's not going to show up, right? The acronym of the coins that you want to search for Bitcoin, it's BTC USDT, right? I'm trading Bitcoin with the USDT pair, and then once I click on that, you want to select perpetual. Perpetual is the one that you want to select. I select that. If you want to trade any other coin, let's say Ethereum is ETH, and then oops, sorry. So ETH USDT, what's happening? Okay, USDT, it's always perpetual. What else? Let's see, ADA USDT, it's always perpetual. What else? Let's see, Matic USDT perpetual, right? Rune USDT perpetual. So it's always USDT perpetual. That's how you want to do it. Okay, now at the bottom here, you want to transfer. So how do you add money into this Binance Features? Because the money that you have in your wallet, in your fiat and spot, when you add money, when you either buy crypto from Binance directly, or you transfer money from another exchange into your Binance account, it goes into your fiat and spot. It does not go into your futures. The futures is a separate, completely separate wallet. So if you wanna trade in Binance Future, you need to have money. And how do you transfer the money from your fiat and spot into your Binance Futures? Well, it is very simple. If you go at the bottom here where it says transfer, you click on that, and then here you just select from where you want to transfer your money from. Normally it will be from the fiat and spot, and then where you want to transfer it to is the USDT and futures, and then you select the coin that the money is in. Is it in USDT or is it in BNB? Most likely it will be in USDT, and you put the amount of money that you want to add into your account here, and then you select confirm, and then the money will be automatically added into your Binance Futures, and then you can start trading. Okay, on this side here where you see all these numbers that keeps moving so fast, green and red, this is basically buyers and sellers that are that are trading right now. The price, that's how they are controlling the price of Bitcoin, right? So you know how the price of Bitcoin works. So basically, the more people that are selling, the lower the price goes, and the more people that buy, the higher the price go. So here the green is the buyers, the red is the sellers. Now this does not tell you this, you should not be going by this to know when to enter the market. What you want to be able to do is to master technical analysis. When you master technical analysis, that's when you will be able to start making profitable trades, guys. You will be able to start making profitable trades because of technical analysis. It's not by this thing here. I've made a video on technical analysis, how to become a master in it, and I will put a link down below in the description box, and I also will link it up here. So make sure to click on that link if you want to learn technical analysis. It's very, very useful. Now let me go to this bottom here. Here you can see your order history, all your past order history, trade history, transaction history. Yeah, that's not really important. That's something you can figure it out on your own. Okay, one more thing I'm gonna show you guys. This will be the last thing I show you. So there's a calculator right here where I'm hovering. If you click on that, this is where you can do your calculations for your trade. You can determine when your liquidation price will be. You can determine what your profit will be. Oh my goodness, calculator is so amazing. Like, it's been a lifesaver for me. I've been able to know exactly how much money I'll be making. I've been able to know exactly when I'll be getting liquidated. It's so amazing. You can even determine how much money you need to be able to make a certain amount of money. So you can do all that math in this calculator here, and it takes a bit of practice to understand how it works, but trust me, once you get it, it is amazing. Okay, yeah, I think that is it for today. I'm gonna end it here. Make sure to check out the technical analysis video so you can learn to become a profitable cryptocurrency trader. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and sticking around to the end. I hope that this video was so helpful for you. If you found it helpful, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? This is the channel for you. If you want to learn how to trade cryptocurrency, you want to learn to become the best version of yourself, achieve financial freedom, it is the right channel. Hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in my next video.